what do you take on all this stuff that just happened? I was just trying to explain it. Someone said, yeah, there wasn't a spike at all. What causes a no spike situation? What's the idea behind that?
The difference from expectation to the actual number is low. If it's less than 50,000 on NFP in difference, the market is going to be arranging or spike a bit and then back up again and then end up no change, generally speaking. Right. We have also seen like 200,000 difference, and that has really moved the market. So today it's just too little difference, basically.
Right. No, and I'm with you. And that's the thing, right? You had, looking at the numbers one more time, we had 3.6% in terms of an unemployment rate, whereas the non-farm employment change itself came out, instead of a forecasted 490, we got 430. So a bit of mixed data, a bit of a confliction there. Is there anything that you're looking at in reference to this, Eivind? Is there anything that piques your interest, perhaps on a pullback? Is there anything that you're looking at market-wise right now? If you want to share your screen, I'd be curious to see what you're thinking about.
Yeah, I should always do that. Now, also, what I'm thinking, what I see, and I'm getting excited. I'm sorry, but what I see is, this thing to go higher. It has a bit of a drop, so I posted a new entry here earlier today. So I'm really into S&P. Mostly because the euro dollar is like, I don't know, it doesn't really perform. It's a bit random. So I have given up on my euro falling, though my outlook is still dollar bullish, and it seems like we're still going to get it. But my overall view for S&P 500 is a very strong April. So I'm happy that it's high. I'm happy that it has fallen a bit back, and I'm happy that it hasn't crashed yet.
Nice. Okay, so S&P 500 strong for April. So are you in two trades? Did you just re-enter your trade? What's your positioning on it?
I don't know how many. I think I have 5.
Okay, so you've added on the way up, kind of thing.
I have been adding, and now it's been adding today as well. So I probably added. Well, I bought in this area, and I bought in this area, I bought this area, I bought that area, and I bought today. That's how my chart looks like.
So very aggressive. All right. I like it. So, Eivind, at what point do you have a stop in mind? Is your stop very wide on this? What's your thought on holding on to a trade like this?
4,400, 000. 4,400, give or take, is my stop loss. On some other trades, and some others I have 4,300. So wide stops.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think that is.
But the lot size is like is mini.
Sure. So, no, yeah. And that's usually when I trade the S&P. I try and keep that positioning size small. Just a little side note for those of you guys who are in the US, we have a lot of limitations on trading US indices in the forex market, but we can trade it on the stock market. So I've kind of figured out a way to do that with a little bit less risk, because the lot size and contract size on the forex market for S&P and things like US 30 is pretty crazy. So you got to be pretty careful, especially people with smaller trading accounts out there. So anything else, Eivind? So you're looking at the S&P 500, you're bullish on it. I'm kind of with you on that in the short term. I think it's got some nice strength there to it. I would be, do you think we're headed back to the highs in April? Like, how far you think it runs in April? Do you have any gauge on that, or do you have targets in mind?
4,900.
Okay.
Is my target.
Okay. And what's the reasoning or idea behind that?
Next month pivot point, monthly target. I believe since April is going to be the best month of the year, generally speaking, then we need to have a higher high. We had, what was it last year? Was it 20% increase or something like that in April? Mm-hmm. It was substantial. But if we then have maybe a 2 or 3% rise, then that is not more than just up to the peak. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So 4,900. That is a break past the highs. So that's a new high for April. That's what you're thinking as a possibility. Okay. Yeah, cool. So is there anything else? What about do you have any opinions on things like commodities, gold, staying out of there? What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, my gold friends. I said once it passed up there, 1962, I said, well, this should go to 2000. And how wrong was I?
It happens. It happens to the best of us, guys. If Ivan can get it wrong, you guys, we can all get it wrong. So don't worry on that. That shouldn't feel bad. No, that's cool. So we tried to poke higher, failed out a little bit there. And what's your thoughts on it now?
Right now I'm just as this range it is, I am super defensive on it. I'm just waiting for it to tell me a trend, and this is not a trend. This was a trend, now it's no longer trending. So I am super just waiting. Let the market speak. Let that do the first dancing steps, and just follow it in tango, and there might be something in the future, but definitely right now it is as paused as it can get.
Okay. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like gold for me has just been it was interesting for about a 2-month window there for me, but then it just no longer was. I was super bullish on it. It was a very rare time, bullish on dollar, bullish on gold, but both reasonings made sense to me at that time. So you're not super interested in gold. Same with you there. Dollar, I don't know. I've been kind of conflicted with the dollar. Of course, it hasn't broken structure to the downside or anything like that, but the dollar itself has become a little bit of a not as super interesting play to me right now, considering that we've kind of entered back into risk on. There are other currencies that are piquing my interest. There are things that are kind of catching up on the race a little bit and could perhaps outperform the dollar in a up market.
Is this one you're talking about?
No. I tried.
No, it wasn't. Oh, sorry.
Once.
Is that the one you were talking about?
No, I like pound yen right now.
You didn't buy pound Swissy this week?
This week I don't think I did. Last
Or
week I
last
might have
week?
tried. Last week I
Yeah.
think I tried and it didn't work
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Pound Swiss was hopeful, but
Yeah.
didn't quite work out the way I was hoping for. This one, I don't know. So risk on, right? We're risk on. The S&P 500 is making a move higher. We had peace talks. What's going on with pound Swiss? Why is pound Swiss? And I guess it's kind of the Ukraine stuff as well, but still CHF. Why is CHF so strong?
The market has decided Swiss should be strong. Doesn't really matter. And they have come to conclusion through the analysis that Swiss should be strong. We might be buying a lot of pharmaceuticals. We might be buying a lot of gold, a lot of watches. I have not really figured out why, but that's what they have done. So much that the Swiss National Bank are selling.
Interesting. And that's not their first time either. Yeah, they've done that, on several occasions. So interesting to hear that they're kind of back on that, sell our own currency kind of thing, get it down. But yeah, so the Swiss pairs have not been so nice to me recently, but the yen pairs have been pretty good to me. So I don't know. Euro Swiss, is this a pair that you ever look at, or is this just?
No, I'm just explaining it. If you see coming down to parity, down, boom, and that is the clearest thing that they're in the market still, ringing the bell and trying to. And if the market tries to go down there again, it's as clear as Santa Claus coming on Christmas.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. They'd probably support their thesis there a little bit. Okay, yeah. So what do you think on yen pairs? Are there any ones that you're and euro yen? Is that something that you're looking at?
No, I just posted it. I just found it. Okay. I can do pound yen, we can do euro yen, we can do CAD yen. It's still yen. What we have been doing lately is incredible move. Paused. We have peaked for CAD at 100, which is quite significant, and we haven't been back there since 15. So right now, for a market to have a pause, is very natural. Now, right now, you are looking into 1 hour, maybe a higher high. Maybe we'll get some small bullish pressure, but I still believe somewhere in me that the move higher might not peak, because that, to me, the price action tells me we have peaked in terms of short term, in terms of we have really pushed, and then we just exploded, and then now the air has gone out of the balloon. So for me right now, I want to buy it, but
I get it. I get it. I do too. And I have one position open, my GJ trade. If we want to switch to my screen just for a second, so this is my one trade on yen pairs. And I knew when I took it that it was pretty aggressive, because you scroll out on this thing, you look at the 4-hour chart, this thing has really extended itself. But my thought process with this was, okay, we've got a level here. I'm going to give it a shot. The idea of buying the pullback here with stops below. I took a break-even trade on this. I took a loss, and now I finally got a trade that's actually kind of making a move here. But it's like you were saying, there's a bit of a risk in the sense that we've run very high, big sell pressure came in. But again, the upside potential for me at this point was still worth taking the risk, right? So I put my stops right there. I'm at 1-to-1, so I've got break even at the worst case. It was an attempt. If it does run higher, Eivind, the risk reward on this would be amazing. We'll see if it happens. It could be a false hope idea, but this is my one trade that I'm in right now, and the idea here, a little bit of a breakout there, counter trend. We had the counter trend come in. We had the major trend still kind of in play. So my thought process is risk reward wise, I like it. Breakout, it's aggressive. I know it's a bit late in the trend, but we'll see if we can catch maybe the crazy run higher. You never know with yen pairs. They can be very, very wild. So that's my thought. What's your thoughts on pound yen? You think I'm getting stopped out?
For those who are from my channel, who knows my humor, these glasses, they know what I'm talking about. If you in the chat can tell me what on earth does this move, it means that you are in the danger zone. You're playing risky, bro. I love it, but you're definitely in the danger zone.
I knew it was risky when I took it. I knew it was aggressive, but I like pound yen long. I don't know. It's risk on for me. The yen is oversold like crazy. I know that, but it's a momentum play. And for me, being at break even, if it happens, I'll truthfully be a little sad, but I won't be heartbroken, because I know, I am playing with fire a little bit here.
Yeah, so I understand. I see it. I'm going to spend the weekend to find out my yen buys for April. I know on Monday, if we find a low, it's going to make a small low. Yen pairs are going to go higher. The only question I'm going to figure out is how high.
Yep.
How long?
Yep.
So we're on the right trade. We're on the right trend for some short term, and I need to figure out if I also want to be in it for the whole of April, and then you will probably find me. Maybe you'll find me buying it on Monday as well.
If you're an aspiring forex trader, we have a free Telegram channel where we're sending trade alerts, ideas, and updates on the forex market every single day in our free Telegram channel. Click the link to join our Telegram, 100% free, and we'll see you inside.